time for himself when it comes to this domain. So we'll be meeting him shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, under your screens you find numbers. These numbers are not just there for show. These numbers are there to enable you and I communicate. So what do I mean by you and I should communicate? You can dial that number, you can call. That's if you want to talk and you feel like typing is a long shot for you, as well as you can send a text message. You may be busy, you cannot really call and talk. You can just send us a text message via WhatsApp as well as a normal SMS. So get set, sit down, relax, because we are about getting the ball rolling. Before we even get into the nitty-gritties of why we are here, let's introduce the one person that I did talk about is dubbed the Love Doctor. I'm talking about none other than Apostle Lefo Divine. Hello.
Hello, good morning, and hello viewers of High TV.
Hello.
I'm glad to be here again. Beautiful topic. I'm sure we're going to have a wonderful time.
I'm happy you're saying that it's a beautiful topic, because sometimes you bring people on board to talk about something and they're not feeling it. They are just there because at the end of the day you called them now. So but when you find someone who is like, okay, it's a beautiful topic, it's interesting, I have something to say, then it's quite interesting. So we are happy you accepted our invitation. And it was short notice too.
Yes, really short notice. I'm not sure that if it's that short again next time you have me.
No, I would try my best not to do that again. I apologize for that.
Okay.
All right, we are very happy to have you here. Okay, so Apostle, when you see the topic intimacy satisfaction and how it benefits marriages, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Sex.
That is really clear. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're talking about sex. We're talking about the physical and emotional entanglements that comes with interacting with your partner. Yes, we are talking about that closeness, the bond that is formed through physical contact.
Exactly.
I think basically that's what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Yeah, except maybe I misunderstood.
No, you did not. That's exactly what we are talking about. But for the sake of our viewers, we do not know which age is watching us right now. Permit us to use some coded words at some point. Apostle just had to get that out of the air so that we do not get confused. But then I think, Apostle, we have to differentiate between intimacy and sex, don't you think?
That's why in my definition, you asked the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, the first. Yes.
You not asking the definition, you asked me the first thing that
okay.
came to my mind.
Okay.
So that was the answer. But talking about the topic, I've used a certain number of words. And there's a reason why I used this different number of words. I talked about the closeness. I talk about, I don't want to repeat the word intimacy, but I talk about intimacy.
Exactly.
So I talk about the closeness, I talk about the bond, I talk about emotional connection,
Exactly.
I talk about physical contact. All these are paramount to
exactly what we're talking about.
what we're talking about.
All right, so Apostle, how important is intimacy in a marriage?
Okay, let me start by saying that research shows that there are three major causes of failures in relationships. I see that as a relationship counselor with 10 years plus experience.
Okay.
And coaching and handling a lot of relationship issues from young, old, and plus research that has been proven and my own personal research. The top three challenges or marital or divorce.
Yes,
let me use the word divorce. First is financial. That's one is on the top of the list.
okay.
Yes. And then we have second is intimacy issues. Then now we have external influence.
Okay.
So the three major causes
Of divorce.
separation, or in marriage, in marriages. And here we are focusing majorly on
The
marriage.
second, yeah.
I want us to be very clear about this, because we must always, I want to start from there.
We always have to make that dichotomy, yeah.
Yes, I want to start from there. I'm saying that because many people are living with people right now, or they're dating and having sex, and they are thinking that they're having intimacy issues and all of that. I want to make it emphatically clear that as long as you're not married, you have no authority in this matter. That thing you are doing in UB or in the university, or you are hanging around your boyfriend during the weekend and frying 8 eggs and sleeping around and sleeping on the person's chest, or some of you who are planning to get married because there is cold or because you need somebody to cuddle with, that is not the reality of marriage. I want to start from there because most of the intimacy, in fact, most of our problems in our generation comes from misguided expectations.
Okay, that's.
I want to start from there. I know I'll approach it from a way that.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think it's actually the best way to approach it.
So don't think that that's your. A little girl will be in the university, for example, and she's shining. First of all, she's not using allowance. She has two or three scammers chatting her up, 2 or 3 sugar daddies. Big guns,
exactly.
They're big friends. That's what we call it.
Yeah,
right?
yes,
my big friend.
Exactly.
And my uncle and daddy and all of
Bestie.
that. Where bestie comes to those guys, the younger ones, and why they are taking care of you here and there, giving you transport and all of that, and your parents, for example, are taking care of your house rent, your feeding, your manuals, and all of that. So you have all the time in the world, in the weekends to go. You have no responsibility. You have all the time to go drink, club, hang out, and all of that. And you're picturing a love life of chilling. You know, sometimes we go and be in the guy's house for 2-3 days. And funny thing is, sometimes most of this. Let me give the scammers or some of these guys, they don't leave home. They hardly leave home except when they're going to drink. And then they're always home the whole day. You know, and
they're homies.
Yes, they're there.
The real definition of homies.
And they walk sometimes in the night and the day and all of this. But my point is, when you have all of those things put together, you start building a wrong picture.
Exactly.
Of what intimacy is. And I'm going to point out also one of the reasons why it's so difficult for people to be having that emotional connection they're looking for. And a lot of time they blame it on sex, which sex was not supposed to be the major point.
I'm liking this already.
So sex is a beautiful thing, but sex is beautiful, it's enjoyable, it's wonderful. But you see, the reality of sex was not even designed. The way God even designed it, sex was not even designed to last more than 30 minutes. So you can't be talking about something that you want it to last within you, like you want it to
electrocute you.
Yeah, you want to live by it.
I know.
Which is not real. No. Are you getting me? No. And it comes sometimes from the activities we were having before we got married.
First point.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
And misguided expectation that comes from watching movies.
Second point.
It comes also from watching porn.
Third point.
And all of these things that you have heightened, you have elevated things.
They've hijacked your memory now.
And all of those things, and then you are struggling to match something you saw on TV. Maybe you're disappointed by your man's size. Maybe you want to compare it with something that has been enlarged. All of these things. And I'm just laying the foundation. I've not started, so I just want us to.
If the foundation can be this solid, then.
I want to tell some things because I'm still coming to the sex part and some realities, because most of us are just talking about what we don't know. And I'm saying this especially to unmarried people. They should just shut up about these things. They have no idea, because when you meet people who are married 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and you would understand that our connection, our marital connection goes beyond sex. But we are going to talk about the sex. But sex important. Of course, we're going to talk about it. It's very beautiful. It's very important. But we are going to look at how it plays that role and how it fits with other things.
Yeah, you cannot
isolate sex and try to make it this thing that it's not real.
Yeah, Apostle, I love everything you said, and I love the the foundation you're creating here, you've touched angles that I thought maybe I would still bring them up, but you've just touched all of them, and I'm very happy, because I'm not going to call names here, but there was one of us that got married, and he posted on his social media and said, finally I am now married to be doing and undoing as many times as I want.
Yeah,
and
that's a talk of a naive. Is he still, when you first hear that statement, you know it's a naive person. That's a thought he had when coming into marriage, and these are some of the thoughts that people have. I was talking one day in one of my seminars, Meet the Love Doctor Live, and I was talking. I said, go and ask anybody who's been married for years. You see that picture of you sleeping in a man's arms. It's not real. First of all, that thing causes blood circulation to freeze, depending on the size of your head. Nobody can hold your head the whole night. You will get up and your hand
is numb.
And your hand is numb.
Even when you put your own head on your hand is heavy and painful.
Your hand will be numb.
Yeah.
Secondly, you will discover after many years and other factors which I will mention, you will discover that picture of you, sex morning, sex afternoon, sex in the night, that's not real. That thing that you think of Nigerian film, where you have seen people in Nigerian films that they wake up with makeup, and you think that's the reality of life. That's you see somebody's waking up with makeup on their face, and you are thinking that's how people wake up. That's not true. That's not how people look like in the morning.
Most definitely
that's not how people look like in the morning. And all of that, and you just get up. People are waking up in the morning in American movies, and you see them. You are waking up in the morning. That's not real. That's not real. And all of those things. So you will soon see that there's a time that it's a high five. Oh yeah. How was work today? It was great. Oh, see you. High five in the morning, and that's great enough.
Yeah.
But many people are picturing, oh, I'm just gonna go there so that I'll just be doing what I want. No, the only thing that happens is just that the sex it's now within the framework of no guilt. Your rights. Yeah. It's legal. Religiously, it's also accepted, and all of those things. So it's supposed to be better and easier and more conducive. So, but how come when the people are married now, because we're going to look at that, it starts looking as if the sex life, their expectation, all of those things starts going down. And these are some of the things that, like I said, that's why I started right from the before marriage.
Yeah.
It starts from there. Yeah. And I say this also as a pastor, that it's shocking, or it's crazy that you will discover also that one of the reasons why people have not also enjoyed sexuality, especially the religious folks or Christian folks. I'm saying that I was talking with a lady, and she has been married for about 13 years, and she was telling me she has never had an orgasm. She doesn't know what an orgasm looks like. And it was a crazy thought, crazy whatever. And I was like, well, so let me just give you an example. So you would see there is a lot of hypocrisy within the religious milieu, and it gives also some reason. I don't know. I'm trying to touch. Let me just start from there.
No problem.
Because it's a lot. Maybe your questions can guide me, and maybe I'll help.
No, I don't. From everything, Apostle, please don't say I'm cutting you short. From everything, right? From every indication, what we're going to do is today. Please let me just talk to the viewers. For today, right? We're going to let Apostle educate us. Thereafter, we could ask questions, because I feel like if we want to ask questions, we may not let Apostle really do what.
Let them keep sending their questions. We'll answer.
We'll answer later. We let Apostle do the sensitization. Apostle, you go ahead. You were saying something.
So I was saying, for example, the religious folks. Yeah. There's a reason why some of them will think that they are not having a good, maybe sexual life. And trust me, this sexual thing is one of the reasons that women have used as an example, as a reason for the fear of DNA tests and all the cheating and all of that. And trust me, it's very necessary, the sexual life. But now I want to come. But like I said, there was something I mentioned in the beginning, which I'll go back to it. Okay, but now let's come back. You will see somebody. I know couples who cannot even undress before each other. Yes, I know couples who cannot make love when the lights are on. I'm not talking about maybe dimming the lights or creating a mood, but I'm talking about they are ashamed of their own bodies. Are you understanding me? And this already affecting their sexual satisfaction. The intimacy we're talking about. Now, I also know one of the reasons also is many of these Christian folks. I'm talking also as someone who is in that milieu, and I do a lot of counseling. They never had premarital counseling that touched sex. That's because most of the churches tell you, we know we have the system, don't have sex before marriage.
Yeah.
Good advice. So now some people will be like, how then am I
I
sure
know
that the person
Is
whatever,
good.
whatever. Now, and that's because they don't understand that if everything was actually being tested before marriage, it means marriage will take place before marriage. So how then are you able to analyze other things?
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Then why will you only center only on that?
Yeah.
Some of our parents met their spouses
On the day of the wedding.
and of the day of the wedding,
Yeah.
and they stayed to. Yet we have lived with some of these people. Some of us don't have kids. Yet we cannot marry them.
We can't.
So what's the problem?
What's the problem?
Some of us have lived with these people, have gotten 1, 2 kids. So
Some of us dated them for 10 years, got married and divorced after 1 year.
So and all of that. Then another aspect is when they did not have the premarital counseling that involved sex. As a counselor, I tell you that I can be able to handle 2 people. We are able to talk about these things. About the two, both of you can talk about these things and be able to express your ideologies and expectations even on this matter with the counselor involved. That's a topic that you people cannot handle with the 2 of you. It needs a yes, because if to handle it, it must be the doing now.
Apostle,
yes. No, one minute, let me laugh. It must be the doing. Are you getting
Yes.
So with a counselor, I'm just talking because some people will be like, how then can I know
Yeah.
and understand the person's sexuality if we don't do it? I'm just trying to say that the problem is you did not first of all want to recognize the importance of a counselor in that. And most spiritual environments often see sex as a taboo and they never take it serious, and when people get into the house, it's a problem. And this brings us to the last thing. I'm still talking about this church thing.
Yeah.
Let me just land.
Yeah, no problem.
Another thing is, girls, a brother will meet a girl in church. Let me give you an example. A brother will meet a girl in church. Now the only past you know about that person is that church life. Maybe you met an usher, hot for God, and all of that. But some of these people had experiences before coming into the church.
Exactly.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
But now you came and met a Holy Ghost sister who is calm, who is so spiritual, and now she knows that this is the thing that attracted you. I'm just giving an example. It could be, it could also be the other way.
Yeah.
She knows that is the thing that attracted you. I'm saying this about ladies because ladies are more, let me say, sex shamed or body shamed.
Exactly.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So she knows that you know her as very perfect, and there are a lot of things that maybe she might not have told you, or she does not need to tell you. So when she comes into the house, she has the things she likes to be done to her, but no, she cannot tell you, because if she tells you, she's afraid it changes the image you have of her.
Oh, yeah.
Are you getting me?
I get
So she's there just wishing and hoping you will come up with it. Unfortunately, this might also be a brother who might not have had experience in life.
Exactly.
Are you getting me? So these are some. I just wanted to highlight some of these things, and some of the reasons why these things happen. Before now we begin to look at its implications and how we can be able to track some of those things.
Thank you so much, Apostle Lefo Divine. Someone is like, at the panel is married, because such topics should have but married experienced persons. Okay, your point of view, Eldred. Thank you so much for that. Because we are asking the question to our viewers, is sexual satisfaction really beneficial in marriage? Someone said yes, of course. That's why most people cheat. Some couples are not sexually compatible. Apostle, I think you should take that down. Let's talk about what is sexual compatibility. We'll come to you later. All right, we've been joined here at the studio by Evangelist Sinjo Armstrong, who is of course a steady panelist. For a very long time we've not had him on the show. He actually asked us to talk about something, and when we were to talk about it, work carried him away, so he's even not happy about that, but we're happy he is able to be here. Hello there.
Good morning, Madam Mano.
How are you? Yes.
Glad to share the panel with you this morning. Yes, I must let me begin by apologizing for
that last time. Yes.
Last time, because I tried to follow the program online. I was really angry that I missed because of work. Unfortunately, the other day I was in Douala. Couldn't make up.
It's fine. Okay.
So, but again, here is a sister topic which I think we'll try to see how we can put
your heads together.
And provide a way that.
All right, Apostle has been talking, and you know the topic already: intimacy, satisfaction, and how beneficial it is to marriages. You've heard him talk, but before we get to what you have to answer what he just said, what's your own take about our talking point for today?
Yes, thank you very much. The talking point, we must say that the topic is timely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, is it because of Valentine's Day that's coming up, or what?
Well, let's say because of Valentine's Day. Because
Apostle shakes his head.
we look at what is happening now. I think after this, people are going to learn a lot to see how they are going to build up to their marriage. Because I want to say that intimacy, satisfaction, and how beneficial is it to marriages is very important. Intimacy is very important in marriage.
Exactly.
Yeah, because we have seen many homes that have been broken because as a result of this. A couple of weeks back, I think I was in Bafusam and I noticed that there was a case in court because of this issue.
Really?
The woman actually dragged the husband to court because of that intimacy is not there.
The man is unavailable.
Yeah, the man is unavailable.
And the court accepted that case?
No. So the court was trying to, because the woman actually complained that she is not receiving that satisfaction that her husband is supposed to be giving to her. Not that the husband is not able to satisfy, because the husband has taken work and other things and put in front, forgetting to understand that he has a marital duty at home to perform.
Okay.
So the woman said, no, I cannot die with this alone. Let me take it to the administration so that they can step in.
Okay.
Because I would not like.
She didn't take it to a counselor. She took it to the administration. Okay.
I would not like to look the other way around.
Okay. She does not want to cheat.
Yeah. So this is just what many people are going through in many homes, and of course, and they intend to undermine the very aspect, because that is what actually bonds the marriage.
Yeah, it's true, because especially when the men work a lot, some of them, they just come and they one lady was like under a certain post, she said, my husband just comes on me like one fowl, and he is gone, and he does not even know what has happened. She's still trying to understand what has happened, and the man is done and he's maybe fast asleep, and she's like, what just happened here? You know, so I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
And then one lady is like, we go through this every day. These men don't even know how to satisfy us. They claim they always work. They this, they that, they that. So you've been getting all these complaints too.
Exactly. Yeah, those complaints has been. We need to understand that women, the satisfaction they derive from intimacy is far more than what men
what men need.
What men need. So at times this issue of intimacy at times it's not about a level of sex. You need to have some private time too. With your partner. Just like what you say, climbing on it, rushing back.
Like a fowl.
Even after that, you need some time, that intimacy to bond. You understand? So this is what many people have really undermined, and it's actually destroying many homes, because they need to understand that people need satisfaction. God created us this so that we can be able to satisfy and not cheat.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, because this is one of the things that has really caused a lot of cheating out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wait. No, Evangelist, let me come. So you're trying to say most of the men that are cheating out there is because they don't have intimacy satisfaction at home, and some of the women who are now cheating it's because they don't have satisfaction at home?
No, I cannot say most of them, because cheating, people have varied reasons why they cheat. You understand? But I want to think that per my own observation, what I've observed and seen, when it comes to 10 cases of cheating, you will realize that intimacy is part of it. Lack of intimacy in a home is part of it.
Yeah.
And so we really need we really need to work on this, so that we should avoid the issue of cheating here and there, because sometimes people need like I was saying, God created this for us not only to.
Someone said this thing was created by God to help us relax.
Of course, it's an avenue to relax after a tiring day at the office.
So you don't see that as another work. You see that as relaxation.
You actually relaxed.
Okay.
Because it's a period that you
want to laugh. So evangelist Peter wants to laugh at what he's saying. Evangelist, calm down. Just hold on. Wait.
And I just it's not about relax. The issue, this thing that God created is not about relax. It's for us to settle our problems.
Wow.
Yes, I think so. God gave us this thing so that we can be able to settle the problem in the inner chambers.
Okay.
Yes, that you have a problem. Once you
reach there,
everything is gone.
Wow. We are learning.
For married couples. Yes, because
let me read this contribution before we get to Apostle. Apostle has been nodding his head all through and just having a giggle like, okay. And at one point he was actually found him smirking. I'm like, okay, fine. Apostle Samuel says it's very beneficial with a positive attitude aiming at increasing marital growth and the bond of love. Apostle Samuel Kinge all the way from Yaoundé. Now, this one comes in from a doctor. He said, he says some men are so self-centered. They don't have time for foreplay and to study their women. Some say giving head is nasty when their ladies get the outside. Some women, because of little misunderstanding, deny their partner's intimacy. Many homes have scattered because of that. Apostle, you've listened to what Evangelist has said. You're getting reactions from the people. A doctor, another apostle like you. What can you come in to say now?
Well, I have, like I told you today, there's a general thing that everybody knows. The truth is that nobody that is watching us thinks that sex is not important. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
I think everybody watching knows that sex is important. Why are they fighting to do it before marriage? They like it.
Exactly.
Something is telling you that, you see, the context of sex always has to do, the problem with sex always has to do with the context. It's created by God. And it's an enjoyable act. Like you talk about relaxing, the hormones release during the act is relaxing.
Exactly.
Actually, it does. It's anti-stress hormones, and that's why even a woman who understands this can actually play a role. I will come back now. My problem is we all know its importance, but every partner is only fighting for their right to it. That's why I say I'm attacking it, but from the other end.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
There's a way I'm trying to attack this.
Okay.
The truth is nobody here doubts the importance of sex.
Exactly.
But I want to point out some reason or some things that we are not taking into consideration why we are not having that satisfaction. Okay, now let's start with let's talk about the I wanted to approach it from you heard somebody talked about
Foreplay. Yeah.
Okay. You see, this foreplay is a little bit tricky. First, okay, let me start by saying that sex is so important in marriage that even legally, if you get married and you don't consummate it sexually after a period of time, it can be annulled. Yes, it can be annulled. In fact, your partner can take you to court and legally
exactly what I was
annul it openly. I'm not talking about not satisfied. That's something else. Because not satisfied is debatable.
And it's relative.
It's relative. Exactly. You can claim you're not satisfied. I can claim I'm satisfied.
Exactly.
It cannot be measured. But the act that has not happened has not happened.
Exactly.
I mean, if we marry and after a certain period of time, it depends on the kind of law, the country, some of this, I think the period can vary. But if there is a certain length of time and you have not consummated it sexually, it can be annulled. It's considered void. That's to show you that even legally, sex consummates.
Sex has its place.
A place in consuming, in the consummation of a marriage. I just want to put that out there. Also, there's also a legal grounds for it. But now let's talk about this foreplay thing. For example, I want to approach it from both the men and the women. Are you getting me?
I'm getting
and it comes from the fact that both men and women don't understand each other. Let me start with the men. Most men are self-centered, like he said.
Thank you.
Most men are self-centered, and that's because they don't take the time to maybe carry the woman to that place, and most of the times your satisfaction is actually when that other person is satisfied. But now it's a little bit now tricky because the same adjustment is general. I will tell you this, that there are women that in 5-10 minutes with the right thing they're there.
Yeah.
In fact, there are women that in the next 15 minutes you can have gotten them 3 times. They're that quick. But there are women that in the next 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you are looking, where's the on button of this TV? You are looking, you have pressed all the buttons you have pressed, and nothing is happening. Are you getting me?
I'm getting
These are realities.
Yeah.
On ground. That is why it's funny to me when you carry it and go to the magistrate. How will the magistrate?
How will he? That's
the problem. So that's why they need some of us. I will put you down, and by the time I talk within the next 30 minutes, 1 hour, you will discover that it was a communication problem.
Exactly.
You will have to surrender some of their office to them.
So that's it. Are you getting me? This is a reality. That's why they need us. But when we tell them to come for us, they oversabi. Now oversabi the key.
But some men carry their past knowledge. Oh, I did this to Sandra, and Sandra was there. Now I'm taking it. Why are you not there?
Don't worry, I'm coming back now.
Okay.
Now let me talk now to an ideal couple who actually love themselves.
Okay.
Now, we'll talk about this today. You just said.
Yes.
And there's a lot, and that's why we're at
we're trying. Yeah.
So now like I said, I was talking with the man. The man now does not think, and most of the times, and I'll tell you that also the challenge. I want to also tell you why most men are like that. The thing also that women don't know is that when a man is stressed, you can't stay in the house the whole day feeling your honey, imagining a wonderful sex situation, and this man is coming from a 12 to 14 hour
day of work.
Yeah. And you think he will enter the house and the first thing he will do is to be struggling to be massaging you and taking you there, massaging your under leg and all of those things. Let's be realistic.
Time no day.
There is no day. So at that point in time, a woman who has sense will also be struggling to understand that this sex is a relax this man.
Yeah.
You are the one to be giving the man.
Yes.
But most women at that point in time, women have that tendency to believe that you should pursue them for sex. First problem. Why should I pursue you for sex? Are you getting me?
I'm
Most
getting you.
Have that.
Are you getting me?
I'm getting. Eventually, don't ask me again. I said I'm getting.
Most women have that mentality, an entitlement mentality.
When it comes to this,
to sex,
yeah,
that you should run after them. But you see that with this understanding that I am stressed, I've worked the whole day. You have time.
Yeah.
Maybe you're sitting in the house. I'm talking, and that is why go ask any woman who's also busy. She will tell you there are men also who are complaining because when your woman is also busy, you want to she's her back around her.
Yeah.
I tell you, ask any woman who works. You see, she will enter the house. You want to use her back, man, rest. But imagine how much work the man has also done. So at that point in time, you were supposed now to create the sex. You were supposed now to create an avenue where the sex now becomes a relaxation point. But you will still be picturing that he should come and begin to pursue you. And this comes now from that time I used to tell you that I started at the beginning. That you are comparing it to that your boyfriend in the university and in the secondary school
who had
nothing to do.
Nothing.
Just missed his classes and called you and was there on you 1 hour. You are jumping around the room. All of those things. But that's not real life.
That's not real life.
Are you getting me? So I want to approach from that side.
There were no bills to pay at that time. Now there are bills.
The man's thinking.
There are kids now.
Good. That's one. Secondly, this man now also has to understand. Let me say this. Women enjoy sex more than men. They do. This is something like women don't know. When it comes to sex, women enjoy it. In fact, as a man gets in, if he ejaculates, it's done. But most of the time, when a woman gets even her first orgasm, most of the time they want more. Especially when they don't reach the peak. Because some organisms are in levels. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So when they get maybe level 1, instead they want more. And that's why sometimes they get offended when the man turns and sleeps.
Yeah, because that's when they wanted the more.
Yes, but now, since the man also loses energy with ejaculation, he must sleep. It's not easy, my brother. Are you getting the point?
What you just say? It's not easy.
Go and check how much energy a man loses in one ejaculation. It's a biscuit. You don't really why that thing? Wake up how?
24 hours, the whole day work that you can do.
These are the realities. So that's why I keep telling tell you that we are uninformed in a lot of things, and misguided expectations is the problem.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Are you understand why I set those parameters at the beginning?
Exactly.
Because these things we always address them, but for the level of now me and you this now. Why is the sex not good?
Yeah.
We forget that there were a lot of things that we were taught, a lot of things we did that is affecting us now.
Yeah.
That needs to be trashed. And that's the reason why a lot of you need people like us, so that I can take you back and we can
learn.
Yes, and then get the couple now, because some couples also now are unique, to get to that place of understanding each other. Because I will take now your unique setting. For example, you now understand that since you walk from this to this, we can start looking at those probable times. There's sometimes that you need to let the man sleep, just let him sleep. Then you wake around 2, just start shaking the bed until he wakes up. It can be good around at 3 a.m. But now you will come and say, oh, you don't let me fast the whole day and all of those things. So these are some realities that has to be understood.
Okay.
Intimacy. The truth there is, like I said, what the second greatest problem of relationship or divorce is intimacy. But see the problem, when people have intimacy issues, they don't talk about it. So they will blame you on any other thing. They will starve the kid. They will blame it on why that cup for that place. They are grumbling about other things, but
they will even go and sack somebody at work.
Good, they are going around the bush. Now that's why you see when a woman is serviced very well in the night, she wakes up with a song, with a hymn. Sometimes she's sweeping and humming and all of those things. Something has happened. That's how good.
Don't make me to start thinking about my mother now. I mean, like, who was that?
Yeah. So there's a way that it makes. So most of the time, when people come to us, oh, they are complaining this, complaining that, I finally discovered after counseling them that sometimes it's intimacy issues. Yes, somebody is not being satisfied. But now, some of them, especially the Christian folks, are scared
to communicate,
openly saying that now sex be the problem. So that you don't want to look like
you're a sinner,
a sex addict, or whatever.
Yeah. Wow. I'm saying, I'm speechless right now. I had so many questions to ask Apostle, but then he's just answering them, and I get lost. But he has said a lot of things, just so many things. Especially when we look at the Christian folks. I'm going to come to you, Evangelist. When we look at the Christian folks, especially those of let me just use this word for now. I'm not saying that's what obtains. Let's say you marry the man, you guys are virgins to each other, because we don't know your past. You guys are virgins to each other. There's a lot of problems that come to play, like he did mention, and these Christians, even though sometimes they have a best friend at church or whatsoever, they cannot really open up. I remember one papa said something in a taxi that he went for a family meeting. They were solving a problem between a husband and a wife. The husband and the wife were really shouting at each other, grumbling, saying all sorts of hurtful words. And no one was able to really pinpoint what the problem was. Like, what's going on? Why are these two? Why are we trying? We are really saying things that are like solutions, and the two of them keep saying it no go last. It no go last. What's happening? And then one guy who is really, they consider him maybe like a drunkard, he just walked into the house and was like, "Pa, you should say you touched the woman fine so." And it's just really quite unfortunate that so many African mothers, African fathers are going through this thing, because not only the women who are complaining, most of the times the women are the ones who bring it out, but the men too, some of them are dying in silence. And we're going to talk about all these styles that have come in. Like Apostle say, you're watching pornography, or you remember your boyfriend back in the day who had all of the energy of a horse. You are now looking at is styles good in marriage? Add styles to do this. Oh my gosh, let me read my contribution, then get to Evangelist. Good morning, my Eno and the crew. Sexual satisfaction is quite vital and needful in marriage, as one sexual need must be fulfilled. In the absence of it, some will go outside to get satisfied sexually. This other person says, personally, I think the issue of lack of intimacy or not being satisfied sexually is linked to communication. The truth is that most couples have not taken out time to openly have a conversation about this. Spouses expect that their partners should be magicians and just do the deed. If partners can actually tell the other, I need this or that, or need to be touched here or there, I will cross the finish line. Life will be a little easier. Which finish line are you talking about? Alright, Evangelist, Apostle has said quite a lot, and I'm happy that you were buying into everything that he was saying. But I do know you two have been hearing small girls who are not married in their teens talking about things like this, and then you find our mothers who are probably in marriage doing the same. I don't know, has any one of you ever seen the meme of a woman who was bathing a little boy, and the little boy was like, "Mama, my friends are insulting me that I have a very big manhood," and the mother was like, "If your father had this big manhood, I would be very satisfied." That meme went round, and so many people were like, why would somebody really take out time to do something like that? But then again, we get the message. This one is just trying to say she's not satisfied at all. Evangelist, what say you?
Yes, thank you. I think Apostle has touched very, very important points here this morning. And I just want to say that when we look at our society now, you realize that those who have this issue of intimacy, lack of intimacy satisfaction, it always comes at the end of that is those who are already married. You find this thing, because I realize that now our younger generation, you hardly find them satisfied. You're complaining of, I'm not satisfied, this and that. Why? Because like Apostle said, they don't have anything doing. And
no, some of them are complaining, and then others are not complaining because of the presence of dildos. Others are not complaining because they've got the manhood enlargement cream.
No, not only that. One of the reasons why some of them might not be complaining openly is because, as in our generation, as long as they're not married, they know they have the freedom to test many. So they have a boyfriend who gives money, and they don't care what the boyfriend can do. So there's a one who is handling money. There's one that's handling the money,
and the one that is handling the doing.
Yes. So, but in marriage, you cannot easily do that. You have one man who is supposed to handle that. So that's why the problem is coming much in marriage. But for our young generation, they have some of them have the one for money, the one that is doing well, the one for trips,
the one for hair,
the one one that is traveling, the one for rent, and all of those things. Yes.
So that's why you find the difference.
Why would a girl complain when she can look for another boyfriend?
But a woman now will not be able to look for another person outside.
You think so?
Well, they can. But the point is that it's now more difficult. And for example, if a girl comes here with 3 boyfriends, and you see a woman here who is married with 3 boyfriends, which one do you? How do you look at both of them? You would discover people can easily justify the unmarried.
Yeah,
are you understanding me?
It's a free person.
Good. So when you're married, you discover that it has put a limitation to how you can easily satisfy that need. That's
so now, Apostle, do you now understand why many people believe that we shouldn't have that phrase, let's not, get to the doing part before marriage?
The point is this: how many guys have you dated right now till now that you have never married?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
I don't know. 10.
Okay, so imagine you had to sleep with all of them.
What?
And you are not yet married. Take note.
Yeah.
So imagine you have to follow this rule that you're talking about. It means right now at least 10 men would have had a taste of this cake, and you are still not married. Let's be very practical.
No, that would have been horrible. Candidly speaking,
no. Sometimes let's not be talking about. Yes, I think the evangelist has something to say.
I think what Apostle is, for those who are married, this shouldn't be a problem. Like he said, we need to actually move to a man of God and complain, because in some churches they organize what called intimacy conference. Married people, and this thing has explained to them, and solution has given out to them. So I don't think there's no problem. People need to come out, and try. If you see that it's not going, you meet a counselor, you meet your pastor, explain that this is a situation. Don't get to your pastor and begin to start giving a complaint that maybe money was not given to me. Don't begin to twist around. I think this is things that it has its place.
Man of God, I think you gotta report the guy to his father.
Yes.
So if you cannot feel comfortable in front of your man of God.
This is what I've been going through. I've been sex staff on days now, or for months, or for close numerous period. And of course, your pastor will definitely invite your man, and you talk this thing out.
But I think why do I feel like that could lead to a bigger problem? Imagine you going to tell your man of God your husband does not really get you there.
It just depends on the couple, because for some other people, instead talking to their dad would be a problem.
To their father will be a problem.
Yes. To some other people, going to somebody, to their dad, it will be a problem. It will be a disgrace.
Yes.
It just depends on the man.
If you take that man, look at
That is why I always like to use the word counselor. A counselor is a neutral person. It could be your pastor, and not all pastors are necessarily counselors.
Exactly.
Good. My point is this: I use the word counselor, which could be your pastor, which could be somebody you people had designated from the origin. In fact, I never advise anybody to get married without both of them having somebody that can call, especially to the ladies. I tell the ladies, never marry a man you don't know his head.
True.
You are going to submit to a person who has final authority over you. You better know who you can report him to. Exactly. How can you go to marry a man you don't know who can call him to order? You marry a man who tells you, you marry a man who tells you that nobody can talk to me, and you still marry him.
What are you marrying?
Good. Are you getting the point?
Yeah.
Somebody that both of you, I told my wife, there is somebody, we both know, there is a person that if, I told her from the onset, if there is any time in the future, which I don't see it, but if there's any time that we get to that point,
we have missed
to that point, I'm talking about point that both of us cannot come to an agreement, we know who to go to. If that time ever comes that we get to that point that we cannot agree, and our agreement is that whatsoever this person talk, whether it favors who or, are you understanding me? It's simple. But now the challenge we have, that's one of the reasons why we even tell people, when we tell one of the challenge of even getting married, or when two people from two different churches marry, let me tell you, while you are quarreling about this matter, you hear the woman say, you're going to my pastor, the man just type of food. Why the pastor tell you, say just finish people go small pastor. Are you getting me?
Yes.
As soon as that person must, as soon as that person must support A. Are you getting me? These are some of the things that it encroaches a lot of things. Another thing also is this: most women, when they were dating, take that time when, let me say, I don't know about you, but let's look at these people who have lived on their own. You describe when they are
possibly I live on my own.
Okay, you have lived on your own. Okay.
I live on my own.
Okay. When a boy is visiting, let me say your guy is visiting, you see how the girl prepares.
Yes.
You understand? The girl is cooking, and the girl knows the time the boy is coming when she's smelling good. She has baked and she's smelling good as if that's how she was. Once you enter her house, and see the woman on, she's over down, boom, kabahubu. That's so small for me, for the other side, way picking on move on. Small fufu wait for last week, for the other side. And so she know that did okay, I told her for kitchen. I want to but that's not how it was. Are you getting me? That's not how it was. You said you don't you lose that attraction. There must be an intentionality over the years. I'm just giving both sides.
Yeah, it's true, of course.
Are you getting me? And now this man is in the office where the secretary is smart, smelling good, and not only the secretary but people coming and going, and these are the realities. And men are visual. I thought women were visual. No. It's men that are visual. Let me tell you, a man can stand naked in front of you and you're like, now what is this? You man are crazy man. But a woman can just behave as if she wants to remove her chest. She doesn't want to remove it. We don't remove her for you. I'm telling you.
The men will not be happy with you.
No, but this is the truth. All of us know it now. It's evangelism. No. But a woman, let me tell you, you can make a woman wet by what you tell her in her ears. Okay. So by what we hear. What they hear. Are you getting me? Yeah. What they hear. But men are visual. So you cannot, that is the reason why you must be very careful. Like that man is talking here about going down, giving head and all of those things. These things, what about, yes, you are talking about some very nice things here. But some people are so sensitive to scent, to a lot of things. And now, do you know how difficult it is to be telling your woman, that thing they smell? Pastor, I'm just look. We want to solve the problem. Yeah, let's solve it. Yeah, we're solving it. Let's solve the problem. Yeah, if you really want these things, I have seminars for this. If you want to, because here we're obviously coding it. Yeah, I have a lot of things I'm coding because we don't know who the audience. Yeah. But I have seminars especially for this, married people and all of that, because there are things, even their particular styles, their particular things that you might have loved, but it comes with a certain degree of hygiene, a certain degree of understanding, because not everyone is comfortable with everything. Exactly. And this is why you need a counselor at the beginning, because we start talking about your orientation of sex, because even orientation of sex comes also with culture. That's true. It comes with culture. It comes with religion. Yeah. Are you understanding me? There are people that their religion tells them that the only acceptable sex style is missionary. And culture. You try not, I beg, no.
Yeah,
Are you
Simon.
are you understanding what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So these are realities that we cannot downplay when we are overlook when we are looking at it. So before we just start screaming foul, let's understand that there's a lot that all of us have to work on. The selfishness of men. They need to understand that women, because women are not visual, right? A man, you can undress and the man is ready for sex because he just needs to be stiff, right? But a woman can see you undress, you even hold her and she tells I'm not feeling it. So you have to talk, you have to touch. So a smart man
Buy chocolates, buy nice things.
A smart man starts talking to the woman before coming home.
Yeah.
When you are planning that, start talking to her before coming home. As you are talking, the more you are talking, she's getting ready. Are you understanding me? You are talking to her.
Speed of the talking.
Yeah, you start talking to her.
You won't waste time.
Start talking before you get there, because when you get there, you want to do quick.
I'm not looking at you. I'm learning. We are all learning. So
you start talking.
So you have to start talking from if it's in Bamenda, start talking.
Start the talk. As I did, the only thing that you. You know, you start talking. I don't miss this. You start talking.
So men too should learn to seduce the women.
That is the point. That's the communication we're talking about.
So you see, men.
And then also, you must understand that women also are they operate by touch.
Men.
No, women.
Okay, women.
Women also they operate by touch. But the challenge with women is that they think that is getting you erect as a man, because man, so most of the time you even touch your hair instant. You don't need particular place. You be telling me about
These two men will kill me today.
Look. But that's if only a look can get a man hard, then imagine the touch. But now the challenge for women is that every woman generally has a place that gets them more excited. And some women have weird places. Weird. There are women that you can touch them from head to toe. What happens? You just go and lick their ear like that. They are finished. As you only the air, they are gone. But that simple it's true. Some people wonder as you're massaging their leg, they're getting horny. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These are the realities. So, but now, like somebody has said, men and women are not magicians. What work for A
cannot work for B.
Might not work for B. So stop taking your experience with your ex. Like you see what I'm saying? That the problem comes from the things that you have been doing before.
Exactly.
So you take it now and can say, but that have been tough supposed to be here. They still be the shake. When you talk about the sister, they just say, why not shake? Find her own point.
Oh, Pastor. Thank you so much, Pastor. I don't even know what to say, but yeah, Pastor, you're hitting from every angle. You're saying everything we came here to say to trash. He is actually handling it, and if you're following us, if you're following the discussion, you'll notice that it starts from you. And Apostle did mention something, Evangelist. Hygiene. That is the one that I picked. Not that the others were not important, but this one, because people like so many of you are saying. One of the commenters said, your wife wants you to give her a head. Why should your husband give you a head when you've not bathed for 2 days?
It goes even to the men, though. The men also, you come back, so you smell. You the only one to jump for the woman's skin. Where the woman do her? You know what wrong with wash safe.
As in everything you bathe, and your pits is as though that's where
there's a way you bathe. You put some small bath. Come on.
Of course. Because at the end of the day, like they are saying, it's relaxing. We cannot relax when you actually smell in a kind of way.
The hygiene that Apostle mentioned is very important because
mouth odor. You want to kiss and do all the deep, like you suck the tongue as you see on your whatever that you watch.
The way you describe it, are you sure you know that you see?
No, that's what people see, right?
Okay, I'm just asking.
We see it on social media, Apostle. Come on. No. And you want to do that, but your mouth hygiene is horrible, Evangelist. Anyway, pick it up from there.
So hygiene is very important. The entire process of intimacy, and it is before and after, and this is what people need to understand. Some people don't even bathe, clean up before, and even after they don't clean up after, which is
Evangelist, don't get me started. apostle, an evangelist. Can you imagine that one fateful morning I was called to my 17th to pick up something. At that time I was staying around Kojini.
Yeah.
So I rushed to my 17, got the stuff, and while we were coming up, a girl and a guy got into the front seat of the taxi.
That's it.
We didn't need a social to tell us what these two people were from doing.
Yeah.
It was, the stench was everywhere, and when they because they highlighted around Malingo,
Yeah.
the driver was like, "Ajogo was the mamoto."
So you can imagine. So
Ajogo was the mamoto. The stench, like, what you guys, didn't you have water around to even bathe, even just wash that particular area before you
Yeah.
go out?
you see, hygiene is very important, and people must understand that, especially when you must have worked the whole day. Yeah, you don't need to run to get to sweat, but the fact that you get busy at work, you develop heat. So immediately you rush home. The first thing I will tell people is that eat, rush to the bath, bathe and brushed.
Brush your tongue. Oh, when I say brush only, you brush your tongue.
Yes.
The back tongue to the back, right? The tongue starts from here.
The first thing you eat, the best way to eat before you go and bathe, not bathe, then before you come out eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you eat when you go home, you eat, you relax, then you rush to the bath, you brushed and you bathe. Then you relaxed, watch TV for a moment, you need to rest. Also, like Apostle was saying,
Take some juice, freshen now, get in the mood yourself.
sometimes sometimes women complain of satisfaction. They are not satisfied. Sometimes they hurry a lot. They hurry their partner a lot because after working a hard day, a man needs to observe at least 1 hour 30-minute rest.
Okay.
After he has eaten, bathe, let him relax. While he's relaxing, you can just quietly after an hour. After 1 hour, you can ask be massaging him.
Or just teasing, right?
Because it has been a stressful day. Because he plays a lot. When a man is tired
And stressed
up,
he cannot even be up.
cannot perform.
They don't know.
That is the gospel truth.
And you're only forcing it.
And you're forcing it. And when he tells you that I'm tired, you want to think that no, he was doing another work elsewhere. That is the problem.
Okay.
Because when people are running the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope, moving up to the summit, it requires a lot of energy, and that is the energy that is required in the room.
You don't mean that?
Yes, it requires a lot of energy. You need to observe rest.
I think energy and concentration.
Because
I think that's true.
Because,
You guys cannot look at me like that.
Because
if you don't concentrate, how will you get there?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So a man requires so much energy than a woman.
Okay.
Yeah, so we need to give that time for the man to rest. It's not about rushing, coming to work, no. And like immediately after that, like I said, about the hygiene, we need to freshen up and bathe. Because see, in fact, getting in the whole process, first of all, without bathing is even nasty. Because it's not enjoyable. You need to bathe, then you need to put spray. Yes, of course.
Yes. Women have the seductive spray.
Yes, nice spray.
You meant to. Apostle said you have to seduce the women to get yours.
You don't use spray only when you're stepping out. When you're about to sleep, have a spray. After bathing, you spray yourself, you sleep.
And you should sleep with nice lingerie. Then the men.
The truth is that when you spray, that's the beginning. You feel good.
And when you put on nice lingeries, right?
That is true.
Women, eventually, just I'm getting you short. Now, this brings me to something.
Yeah.
Why is that men actually selfish? Why is that the men always want the women to appear all nice, sexy, and all, and the women have to always be the ones to work on their bodies? But you don't look at your big stomach. You don't look at yourself too.
Don't be afraid of the stomach.
Let me tell you something.
Yes,
Don't be afraid of the
of
stomach.
course. We will be scared of the stomach. It's big.
The thing is that from time immemorial, big stomach has never frightened any girl.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
They can press it.
Let me tell you, big stomach is only a complaint for a poor man. It's only when the man is poor.
Okay.
When the man is not poor, you yourself begin to explain the stomach. Yes. Women are not vision. Let's leave all of those things. A man needs you to look good for him to pursue you. But a woman, once you can take care of her, she starts justifying it. Are you getting me? I hate this double standards of women. You will hear women, they were attacking a man who just got married to, is it five women the other day, who were like, a girl come up, women who get married a second wife have low self-esteem. Then the very day when this other young girl flies and goes to Dubai, this one who got married to Ned,
Regina,
you hear it, she's flying on a jet and go to Dubai. They say let people live their lives the way they choose. Now the same person, the same thing, but she's sounding different. So that man is not qualified to have that because he does not have private jet. Are you getting the problem?
Yes.
So you see, the very person is that's always that's even the double standard of feminism. That's the double standard that's the reason why I don't tell me that I've not understood feminism. No, in all of its expressions I know what feminism is. Are you understanding me? That's what that double standard. Because the very woman who is sitting beside me, if a thief knocks and I say, Mama, today you will go and check the woman will say that what? You are the man. If there's power to break, what would the woman say? You are the man.
If you want to sleep, they say sleep.
Are you getting me? So there's a time when it does not favor them, you become the man.
So why getting me? If somebody is watching, please don't talk like that.
No, we must solve this thing. We have carried the problems of embittered women, and we have carried it and think that is an emancipation of women. You see, science, technology, evolution has emancipated women naturally. Yes, when women unfairly treated along the years, yes, but almost everything they are fighting for, they have been given.
Exactly.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
They have been given.
And even more.
But now, they are assuming a woman has more rights in marriage in America than a man. That's why a woman will tell you, go and sleep in the parlor.
Go and sleep.
Are you understanding me? Police come there. If a woman is holding you, police come there, just hold a woman, the police come and pick by you. Are you getting me? But now the problem is, when we start the problem, when we start thinking that we are equal. God has never made men equal.
Exactly.
And you're supposed to ask you that, are you saying that people are not equal? Go and read your Bible.
No, we're not.
So say to some he gave 1, to another he gave 2, to another he gave 5. I told you, I used to tell people men are not born equal. Exactly. So the question is not whether who is higher than who. That's not the argument. That's not the argument. Is it wrong? But now, in the institution of marriage, that's what we're talking about. In the institution of marriage, do you know who's a wife? A wife is not a woman who can cook. A wife is not a woman who has the ability to get pregnant. A wife is not a girl who has reached her 30s and above and needs to leave her mother's house. A wife is a woman who is ready, willing, and has chosen to submit to a husband.
Wow.
So a wife is a submissive woman to a man, not to every man, to a man who has decided to let her purpose be subservient to a greater purpose of a leader in the man. So you don't marry a man because he has trousers. You marry a vision. You are going to accompany a man to a vision while you are fulfilling your purpose. But now that's not the reason why people marry. They are married for shawarma because they want to drive the latest car. They want to drink Booster and Hennessy and all of those things. So my
want to go to Dubai.
Yes. So this is it. We're almost time is. I wanted to say that we must come to that place where there's a mutual understanding of both parties.
Yeah.
Considerations. And let me say this. One word I want to highlight is adaptability. You see, like for example, Evangelist was saying some very wonderful things here, and I was just laughing. He said, "Oh, when you come, what did he say? You rest?
Yeah.
No, you eat. Beautiful advice.
You go bathe, you brush.
You come and see. You see, that is assuming a nuclear family of you and your wife alone.
Yeah.
Are you getting me? And I will advise these young people who are married now that marry and even delay before having children. For whose side they don't already born like 3 kids before they are married. No, I know what I'm saying. Look, I know what I'm saying. Sometimes you should find out who you're talking with. Like somebody was talking, I hope that person is married. Oh yes.
Yeah, he's married.
I got married 2015. This is 2024. So about 9 years in marriage. It's about 9 years.
One of the youngest couples in
I know what I'm saying. 9 years in marriage.
Yeah.
So I'm not a novice. And my kid just turned 5. That should tell you how intentional I am. I knew I was getting married young. I had to enjoy my marriage. Most people have not enjoyed their marriage. And a child changes everything, including your sexual life.
True.
Are you getting me? So when we keep saying this nice thing and it looks so perfect, one child would distort that. So you might come and the woman really wants to, by that point in time, or the man is horny, picking there for Bobby. The woman doesn't want, and a woman, and I said to that picking, what do you want to do? Are you getting me?
And some are even asking the question on social media that way. After how many months should a man start touching his wife after childbirth? Yeah.
Some are fighting the president.
Father, it's complicated. Are you getting me? Sometimes you might want to shout the breast, but that's never sweet because Bobby you cannot touch it. Are you getting me? It's different. Yes. So one, then imagine 1, 2, and most of the time, most girls when they have a child in the house, especially ladies who want to be doing something, they always say to bring somebody to come and help them. That's really changed in the dynamic again. The house has changed. Are you getting me? So that picture of your husband come realize that you're talking about come and be teasing him. You are teasing him now when people are in the parlor watching TV. That picture was only a picture of both of you in the house now.
That's true.
That's why I keep saying that this thing of intimacy, the reality on ground is not book. It's not for us to come and argue and drag your family. Sometimes when I see people argue, I just know you are naive. You are ignorant of a lot of things.
Yeah.
Don't compare your dating in secondary school and high school and university for marriage.
It's a whole different thing.
Yes. Only responsibility. You can think of life be and your woman touch you and you don't erect.
You don't slap her.
No, this is reality.
It's reality. It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Stress. They are thinking. They are planning to evict you the next day, and you are thinking about. Are you getting
your daughter's school fee, your daughter's health?
So there is a dynamic, and one major challenge. I want to say this because time has gone. One major challenge.
Apostle, please wait. Hold on. Before you say that, I think we're going to come back next week Wednesday. We are begging so that you create time. I'm saying it on air. We're going to beg him because this is what someone is saying. Greetings to the crew. You guys are doing well. Very educative and informative. Apostle Noble Kimio. I'm sure it was this talking that the Bible meant when it said there is power in the tongue. Of course, Apostle is knowledgeable. Because we were just talking about marriage and the changing of dynamics. Someone now in this situation will be like, then what do we do? Because they have lost the fire.
Yes.
Because of all this, and I'm sure we have to use a whole day for them.
Yeah.
That's why we are begging for next week Wednesday. Please create the time for us, Apostle, please.
Okay, I would see.
You're not seeing. It's a date already. We've snatched that time out from you.
Yeah, I'll try to see that.
So you can go on now.
Yeah, I was trying to say that we must learn to be very practical.
Exactly.
With this thing and understand its importance. And one last thing I wanted to really emphasize, which before you stop me, was this: we struggle also sexually because we don't understand that men also, there are men who have evolved to the point that it's not your breast or your backside that stimulates them.
That's a new thing.
Yes, this is something that many people don't know. Look, let me tell you something. That's the reason why girls cannot understand why a boy would date them, go to the club with them, jump around with them, hum them here and there, have sex with them anywhere, anyhow, then goes and just go and marry somebody else. They can't get it. You see, there's something called sapiosexual. I know it because I'm one.
Okay.
It's one, you can look for the word. It's something called, a word called sapiosexual. It's to be attracted to intelligence. This is something that people don't know. There are girls you cannot have an intelligent conversation with. I was on this same platform the other time and I was talking and I said it's unfortunate that many girls are dating guys they have never discussed with. This is the truth. The boy call, who's are you dating? I date Jeffobby now. You come. I count my two friends. Yes, count on a 4-safe. That's it. They drink, get high, enter the club, go back to the house, they're high, have sex, wake up in the morning, and don't go.
Everybody goes.
About money?
Transport now.
Yeah.
Transport. Are you getting me? And go and say, now you did now that boy for up that side. Now put them down. That's why even when they go to eat in a restaurant, everybody's on their phone. They chop, when they're finished.
With snap pictures.
Yes, and they go. They cannot see. You put them like this, and that's the reason why when people get that close now in the house, you discover breakup so easy. Because you discover you have to discuss. There are a lot of other things that needs to be taught. Many people don't even know how to profile the person they are dating. They don't even know why they are dating. Because to them, dating means is the person you're having sex with.
Yeah. That's
They have wrongly defined dating. So it changes the dynamic. So you would see that sometimes there's a connection that can make sex sweeter beyond the physical, because that boob that is standing erect now, look at you, whoop.
We'll go down one day.
One day is few hours from now. One child will suck it down. Are you getting me? One child. Then not talk of two, not of three. I know idle women and poor men like to give birth to many children. So it will go down. So if it is just about that boobs, that's why I pity these people who are going to surgery all of these things. One thing I've told you is how it looks now. They have not told you the aftermath.
Yeah.
Let's see how these girls will look like in the next 15 to 20 years. Are you getting me?
Like the ancestors they never met.
Good. So, but right now they are filing a bone. They are filing a bone here. They are doing this. They are taking from here and putting here. For now, it's looking good. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? This is the reality. So you are only struggling to arrange that container, and sex is supposed to get. You see, and this is the thing that I don't know. Let me say this, ladies. The cheating of a man is different from the cheating of a woman. I know some people don't like this.
Yeah, they would definitely not like it.
You see, a man is not emotionally attached to sex. Sex is what a man does. But generally, a nice and a decent, I'm not talking about this one that have become prostitute but not on the street, but a nice and normal girl, sex to her is an emotional connection. That's why when you date a girl and you break up and she never said you say thank God I'm not still with you. Thank God for it.
There was no connection.
Are you getting
it? Yeah, she had no connection with you.
Yes. But now when you sleep with a girl, the girl starts crying. After all I did, that's the thing that she did.
Apostle, are you trying to say that's what we've been doing?
But that's what they've been doing. I don't want to tell you people, but that's what they've been doing. So this is the point. Girls have not understood that a man can be with a woman, wake up as if finished is nothing about business. But you are there, you have to cuddle. That's why you are disturbing. That's why we make a lot of that. How can we just have this kind of thing just going on and you just go? He's done. So learn to understand.
He has 6 fridges that are coming into
and when a man also,
and he has to look at them.
Evangelist. This should also be an advice to men. When you also know this, you also try to give that connection so that even when you leave, let the woman still keeps feeling you within her. You understand? So that in your absence, she still feels your presence. That's why you're so good to do it well. You see, you go, I hope your day is well and all of those things. So, and I think my last point was this, because I'm sure if I want to conclude, is that let the connection be deeper than just the physical. That's where the problem comes. The physical can always be arranged. There are always ways to learn, to upgrade. But if you people don't have something in a marriage, in a relationship, we'll talk about it another time, there is physical, that is the least kind of connection. There is intellectual, there is social, and then there is spiritual.
The holistic.
If it starts from there and begin to go up, you will discover that sex now becomes a physical bond that maintains the dynamics
of the others.
That's
true. That's really true. I'm coming to you, Evangelist, for you to just round up. Next week Wednesday, you make your schedule clear. We're not asking, we're telling you you'll be here again. Apostle said something very important. He said intellectual. He said sapiosexual, right?
Yes,
sapiosexual. I was watching a movie. When you said that came to mind, and this guy was having a conversation with his girlfriend, and in the course of the conversation, he was talking about his business. Apparently, he was having difficulties, and the woman was like, "Don't you think we could do this and do?" And the man was like, "Wait, wow, really? I didn't know that." And he started kissing her, like just because she gave him a great idea, he started kissing her. So I didn't understand that move at that point. I was like, "How does this really?" It's not that you're saying it, because he found her really attractive, intellectual at that point.
Having somebody sometimes look. We are not saying that as I'm a doctor, my woman must know doctor terms.
Yeah.
Like I'm a doctor, my mom was not to operate somebody as well.
Yeah.
No, but I can comfortably discuss with her, and she can meaningfully respond.
Exactly.
You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. She also understands your work and the importance.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about next time, because a man's work comes first before his wife. This is what people don't know.
Apostle, next week Wednesday we are here. We'll be early.
Wife first.
We'll be early. We will be early. Yeah, Evangelist, over to you.
Yeah, so I think we have spoken a lot.
Yeah.
The only thing for married couple we need to understand that they have challenges a lot as far as intimacy is concerned.
Yeah.
But I just want to say they should find a way to get across that, because I know couples, they have a lot at hand care of the family, and of course they equally need time to for intimacy, which
Yeah.
is the case is different from those who are out there who maybe don't have anything to do, so they can have enough time. So it's a challenging issue, but I pray we find
A common ground.
to go out of this. Maybe when we have issues as couples, we all agreed here, we should take it to a counselor or to a pastor to see how they can step in to help us. Let us not be afraid, let us not be ashamed to actually talk about this, because it's really ravaging a lot of
Homes. Yeah.
which today is a big problem.
The big concern.
Yeah, we should take it out, and of course we should know that intimacy has a very big role to play in our marriages.
All right, thank you so
If there is somebody, please 1 minute. If there is somebody might be watching this and you really need help, and maybe up to now you have not had, maybe you needed somebody to talk to,
Yeah.
somebody who could help you, somebody who is unbiased, somebody
neutral.
yes, neutral, and has the ability to help you people to enjoy and regain that fire in your marriage. That's why I am here. That's why we are here. And I would like to say, a lot of people have always been wondering how can they contact. So 67552 8266. I repeat, 67552 8266. I'm Apostle Lefort Divine, popularly known as the Love Doctor. I'm sure we can be able to work something out, get a session, counsel session, and I'm sure you will love back your
relationship and your marriages.
I think only for those who are married.
Only for,
Yeah.
no, you could still be. He said he's a counselor.
If you,
It's for everybody.
for both
Even if those of you who are in a university want to go. Just
Those
go.
are to-
For my yes.
No, it's not all about the sex. We're talking about relationship counseling.
Yeah. All right, as about saying, for those of you who are friends of mine and probably the number was too fast for you to get, you can always contact me and we will be getting you in touch with Apostle Lefort Divine. We thank them very much. But before we go, we have something. I don't know if Madame Claudine put it up. My sister brought in something in town and it's up for grabs. I don't know if the pictures are out there. I don't know. I'm sure the pictures are not there. Madame Claudine did me dirty, but that's fine. We'll try our very best to get the pictures across. My sister brought in a very nice something, 2 of them, and so they're up for grabs. For those of you who are interested in very mini nice vehicles, you can get in contact with me through the number you find on your screen. We're talking about that I'll think in-depthly the next time we'll be here on the program. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an interesting topic. It's been an interesting day. We are going to leave this particular edition to be repeated on Friday, so that those of you who were not opportunity to watch this now get the opportunity to watch on Friday. And then next week, Wednesday, we'll be coming up again live with Apostle Lefort Divine. And this time around, since it's not short notice, he will prepare better and help us. Someone said it was educative and informative. We are going to make sure that we bring people like him to help us. And why not attend the seminars? Why not get to the workshops? It does not end here, right? It's limited over here, but he's got a whole session. He goes live. If you want to meet him at his office with your husband, you feel free to do so, right? So we are hoping that you all enjoyed it. Now we say our goodbyes, and a big thank you goes to Mr. Enayo Comfort for generous supervision, to the man behind the camera, and to Madame Claudine Limbi. Not forgetting our beautiful viewers in and out of the country. I have been your host, Eno Egbeshevilet, and I will see you next Wednesday. Stay blessed, stay safe as you keep on watching High Television. Goodbye.